Emma, a bright-eyed 8-year-old hood, just moved to a new town with her parents. As a way to help her settle in, Emma's grandmother sent her a beautiful porcelain doll. It was a classic Victorian-style doll with golden curls, rosy cheeks, and a frilly blue dress. Emma was thrilled. She named the doll Lily and gave it a place of honor on her bedside table. For the first few nights, everything was normal. Emma would tuck Lily in beside her, whisper goodnight, and drift off to sleep. But on the 4th night, something ... changed. As Emma was about to fall asleep, she heard a faint whisper, "Emma ... play with me." Her eyes shot open, heart racing. She looked around the room, but everything was still. Lily sat motionless on the nightstand, her painted smile unchanging in the dim light. Emma convinced herself it was just her imagination. After all, dolls don't talk, right? Especially not without batteries. She closed her eyes and eventually fell into an uneasy sleep. The next night, it happened again. This time, the whisper was a little louder. "Emma ... I'm lonely." Emma sat up in bed, staring at Lily. The doll's head seemed to be tilted slightly to the side, though Emma was sure she'd left it facing straight ahead. With shaking hands, she turned Lily to face the wall and tried to go back to sleep. But sleep didn't come easily. Every creak of the house, every rustle of the curtains made Emma jump. She could feel Lily's presence in the room, even with her back turned. It was as if the doll was watching her, waiting for her to let her guard down. In the morning, Emma told her parents about the whispering doll. They exchanged worried glances, probably thinking their daughter was having trouble adjusting to the new house. Her father checked Lily for any hidden speakers or mechanisms, but found nothing. "It's just a regular doll, sweetie," he said, patting Emma's head. "Your imagination is playing tricks on you." But Emma knew better. She knew what she'd heard. That night, Emma's parents let her leave the light on in her room. She placed Lily in the closet, buried under a pile of stuffed animals. Surely, she thought, if the doll was in the closet, she wouldn't hear it. Emma climbed into bed, pulling the covers up to her chin, and waited. For a while, all was quiet. The only sound was the gentle hum of the nightlight and the distant ticking of the hallway clock. Emma's eyelids grew heavy, and she started to drift off. Then she heard it, a muffled voice coming from the closet. "Emma ... let me out. I can't breathe in here." Emma's blood ran cold. She wanted to scream, to run to her parents' room, but fear paralyzed her. She lay there, rigid with terror, as the voice from the closet grew louder and more insistent. "Emma ... you're being very naughty. Let me out now." The closet door began to rattle. Emma watched in horror as the doorknob slowly turned. With a creak, the door swung open, and there, perched atop the pile of stuffed animals, was Lily. Her painted smile seemed wider, her eyes gleaming in the dim light. "Emma," the doll said, its porcelain lips moving unnaturally, "it's time to play." Emma couldn't take it anymore. She let out a blood-curdling scream that brought her parents running. They burst into the room to find Emma huddled in the corner, pointing at the closet. But when they looked, all they saw was Lily, sitting innocently among the other toys. Emma's parents were at a loss. Their daughter was clearly terrified, but they couldn't see any reason for it. The doll was just a doll, wasn't it? They decided to put Lily away in the attic, hoping it would help Emma feel better. For a few nights, things were quiet. Emma started to relax, thinking maybe it had all been in her head after all. But then, one night, she woke up to the sound of footsteps in the attic. Soft, pattering footsteps, like tiny feet on wooden boards. The footsteps were getting closer. Emma pulled the covers over her head, her heart pounding so hard she thought it might burst out of her chest. The footsteps stopped right outside her door. There was a moment of terrible silence. Then the doorknob began to turn. Emma squeezed her eyes shut, praying it was all just a bad dream. But the creak of the door opening told her it was all too real. She felt a weight on the end of her bed, as if something small had climbed up. "Emma," came the familiar whisper, "I found you." Slowly, trembling, Emma lowered the covers. There, at the foot of her bed, sat Lily. The doll's head turned, its glassy eyes locking onto Emma's. Its porcelain face cracked into a wide, unnatural grin. "Let's play forever, Emma," Lily said, crawling towards her. Emma's scream echoed through the house, but this time, when her parents came running, they saw it too. Lily, moving on her own, her painted features twisted into a grotesque smile. Her father grabbed the doll and threw it out the window, where it shattered on the driveway below. The family moved out the very next day, leaving behind the broken pieces of the doll. But sometimes, on quiet nights, the neighbors say they can still hear a faint whisper coming from the empty house. "Emma, ... come back and play." And there you have it, folks. A tale of innocence turned sinister, of childhood fears come to life. But before you go checking your own dolls for signs of life, remember, sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we create in our own minds. Or are they? If you're still watching this, the only way to break it is to share this story with someone else. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button and share this video. After all, misery loves company, right? And hey, while you're at it, why not tell us in the comments, what's the creepiest doll you've ever owned? Or better yet, sweet dreams. And remember, always check the batteries.